Hi, this is Morgan with Splendid Yoga, and I'm excited because I'm recording this for my YouTube channel, but also for my podcast, and it's my first video podcast situation. So thank you for joining us. I'm here today with Amy Bliefnick. She's a digital marketer with over 10 years experience. She now has her own digital marketing firm called 511 West. And she helps coaches who want to grow and sell their online courses build up the back end technology that they need to start accepting clients and making money from their work. So Amy, how did you get into digital marketing?
Ooh, that's a good question. So it was over 10 years ago, which is crazy to say out loud because it feels like Facebook hasn't been around that long, but it definitely has. I started working for one of my friends' agencies, and I was their marketing person, and I was basically just teaching myself everything I could figure out about digital marketing, SEO, paid search. Facebook ads were just like a brand new thing at that point, email marketing, affiliate marketing, all the different things. I ended up going to work for a company called Keep, which used to be called Infusionsoft, where I learned a lot about marketing automation and how that works. And that got me into the coaching space because we had a lot of coaching clients. I also got into the personal development side of things for myself. So when I left Infusionsoft, because I was inspired by all these entrepreneurs that I was surrounded by, I knew I wanted to do my own thing. And so I left and started offering different digital marketing packages for people in my network. And then I just kept getting referrals for Facebook advertising and funnel building. And I was good at it and I really enjoyed it. And I wanted to support the personal development space and the coaching space because it's something that I believe in so much and has helped me so much in my own growth and my own business growth.
So tell me what you've built for us. Tell me about Automated and Elevated.
It's called Automated and Elated, which is a mouthful. But so what I noticed with a lot of my Facebook advertising clients and my funnel clients, I was guiding them and advising them on the different marketing nurture campaigns and things that you set up on the back end, because before you even get to running paid advertising, you want to make sure you have a strong foundation for capturing, collecting people's emails, nurturing them, loving on them, providing value, and then gently guiding them to whatever that next step is that you have, whether it's an offer, an online course, or book a call with me for a free discovery session that leads into your higher ticket coaching programs. And something that I kept running into was the overwhelm, which I'm familiar with myself too. As an entrepreneur, we're all familiar with this. Where do I start? What's this shiny object? How many emails? What is this automation? I don't understand. Payment processing, landing pages, all the stuff. So my clients were getting really paralyzed by those little details and picking a platform to go with, because there's so many amazing platforms out there, and it is kind of your own personal journey on what works best for you. But I've played with a bunch of them. I worked for one of them for a long time, and I kind of dialed in the ones that I think are the quickest and easiest to get started with, and also the best to grow and scale with. So you wouldn't have to start all over and move all your stuff from MailChimp to something else. And that can have its own set of headaches and confusion and paralyzation that happens. So I wanted to make it really easy by providing coaches and course creators with templatized, mapped out funnels for the back end tech side of things. So here is everything pre-built for you. I've made all the decisions for you. I'm recommending these platforms. Here are these email campaigns. Here are these landing pages. Here's exactly how they work together, step-by-step instructional videos that show you how to set it up. And then that can help remove the being paralyzed or frozen with indecision and just getting something up and running, because as we know, as business owners, it's all about just taking action and putting stuff out there, because that's the only way you're going to learn and make decisions and pivot and figure out what's working and what's not, and ultimately get to the goals that you want to reach. So I created Automated and Elated as a pre-built marketing automation system that has all the landing pages and templates built out for you, and how it's clear instructions on how to set it up, how to connect all the things so you don't get stuck. And so it's this templatized piece, and then there's a live Q&A, live coaching aspect that includes weekly live Q&A calls, where you can come in with your specific questions and I will answer them, or even do like a screen share and guide you through exactly how to do that tech piece, because I know that that's what holds a lot of people back. So right now I'm trying to I've built it out. I have one beta tester going through it, and I'm looking for 4 more beta testers to just kind of go through and test the content, give me feedback, and I will be working with you one-on-one on a bi-weekly basis, where we check in and see how it's working for you, and you can give me feedback and I can help figure out, like, if you're stuck somewhere, like what's missing, so that can help make the best outcome for everybody who ends up going through it in the future.
So who's your ideal beta tester?
I would say someone who is either a coach or an online course creator, or they have some kind of online program or offering. They can either be kind of just getting started, or they have like all these components and different pieces and living in different places. Like they're kind of working off of like Google spreadsheets or Evernotes or whatever. That's how they're keeping track of their clients or their leads. Maybe they have some kind of email marketing or email set up through something like MailChimp or a free provider. Maybe they've played around with some landing pages, but they're just like, how many emails should be in here? What should this email say? They just get stuck with like how to actually implement and execute these funnels and email marketing campaigns that everybody's talking about, that can be overwhelming.
It is overwhelming. And that's part of the reason that I wanted to bring you in here. Is this is a lot of the work I end up doing with my one-on-one clients, where we end up spending the first few sessions just kind of getting the back end of their technology set up. And it's the sort of thing where you can find the joy in it, but a lot of the joy disappears in having to make so many decisions. Which email provider do I use? Which website do I set up first? How do I know if my marketing's working? How do I even know like what copy to put on the page? And I love the idea of having it all set up for you so that you're just kind of filling in your own personal brand, and you know that it's going to work. You know that it's going to reach the people who are going to be so excited to buy whatever you're selling. So I would love to have you kind of share your screen if you're listening on the podcast. Sorry about that. You can just hear the magic we're about to go through. But walk us through what the program is going to look like.
Yeah, let me share my screen. So keep in mind, this is my minimum viable product. So I hope to improve it over time, but I wanted to get something out there for people to go through and actually get the value out of it and just refine it as time goes on. So this is kind of the portal side of things. And once you get into Automated and Elated, you'll see that you have these different modules. The main modules are, the first one is mindset, just working on a little bit of the mindset stuff around technology and attracting your dream clients. And then I recommend ActiveCampaign as the email provider and ClickFunnels as the landing page builder. So the next few modules are walking you step by step through how to set up your ActiveCampaign account and how to set up ClickFunnels. And then I also recommend Calendly. If you use Acuity or some other scheduler, this could also translate, but Calendly, I do step-by-step set up instructions. And then I tell you how to connect it all together. So how to, let me expand this, because you can see the lessons that go within each one. How to connect Stripe and ClickFunnels so you can accept payment, how to connect ActiveCampaign and ClickFunnels, and then how to connect ActiveCampaign and Calendly so they all talk to each other. And then I go through customizing all the different landing page templates that we have. And I'll show you what those look like in a second. And then all of the different email templates that we have. And it's step by step. This is how you tweak it. This is how you adjust it. This is how you connect it and make sure all the automation works on the back end. This is what it would look like inside of ActiveCampaign. So if you're familiar with any kind of email builders, this is what the emails look like. They're all pre-built for you with the copy in there, and there's all the automation is already set up as far as like the timing in between the emails, and you can adjust this to what feels best for you. But you also get access to the Google Doc template with all the email copy in it. So if it's easier for you, you can copy this doc, go in, and there's clearly defined highlighted sections that you can go in and customize for yourself. And then you can just copy and paste that into ActiveCampaign into the pre-built like template shell that's already there. And so I just want to walk through kind of from beginning to end what this would look like. So this is in ClickFunnels. This is the template that you would get, there's 3 different options for freebie opt-in landing pages. And then there is an offer, like an entry-level offer, one-time offer, or like a tripwire offer. So on the thank you page, some people offer low ticket items. That's all set up for you. You have 2 versions there. And then thank you pages that are the confirmation pages once they opt in, that can either guide people to join your free Facebook group or book a free discovery call. All those different templates are there. So if I walk you through what this actually looks like, what you would have at the end, this is all available for you to customize with your own branding, changing the background, changing the colors, adding the copy that these headlines and things prompt you on what kind of copy would go in each space. And then once somebody clicks in here and opts in, it would automatically take them into Active Campaign, where they would get one email that delivers the actual freebie, and then they would move into this like longer term nurture that is nurturing people and guiding them to the next step of your offer or a booked call or whatever you're offering them. And inside Automated and Elated, the different email campaigns that we talk about are freebie delivery, indoctrination welcome campaign. There's an evergreen webinar and like an offer plus a cart closing sequence, a webinar invite campaign, a webinar reminder, replay and offer reminder, a launch campaign for people who didn't sign up for your webinar, cart closing emails, a basic launch campaign, and then a no-show campaign if you do discovery calls and you want to follow up with people who didn't show up for their call that they booked with you. So that's kind of a high-level overview of all the things that are included. And then there would be a Facebook group where you would join and we would do the live Q&As together.
So as someone who has pieced all this stuff together badly over the course of 4 years, I just want to emphasize how much value you're getting from a program like this that has a kind of plug and play Mad Libs element so that you can just get started, right? Like getting into, fancier funnels later on and figuring out really where you're going to put the bulk of your work. That's all, that's a good 2 years into any coaching program. But yeah, for anyone who's just like, I just need a way to get access to my clients so I can follow up with them, it takes a lot of work to do that. And so I am just like, one of the reasons I wanted to bring you on here was like just how incredibly valuable having this set up within a few months can be. Especially if you have your marketing copy on point, if you know exactly who you're going to serve, and you know how to get them to go to a landing page, like a ClickFunnels page through social media, then you can get your first paying clients pretty quickly, like normally within, a few weeks of having it all set up, you'll have people who are interested in buying what you're selling. So I want to ask you, there are so many options for any sort of email provider and for any sort of landing page host. Why do you work with Active Campaign and ClickFunnels?
Oh, that's a really good question, because I could talk about this stuff for a really long time. They all have their benefit, their kind of like negatives. Like they each, like there's, anytime you get into a platform or a system, you're like, oh, I wish this one did this, or like, I wish this one did that. So I'm not saying that these are the perfect end all be all platforms, but I have played with a ton of platforms and I've found that Active Campaign is the most easy to use and powerful that in one system. And their main focus has been emails for a long time, like email marketing for a long time. So there's something to be said about like all-in-one platforms like Kajabi or Kartra that actually have like all-in-one stuff for like online courses plus email plus this plus that. But you also find downfalls in those platforms because they aren't focused on one thing in particular, where those platforms are really good at that one thing that they've been focusing on. So Active Campaign is really good at email marketing. Also, they have pretty good deliverability, which means that emails are more likely to actually make it into people's inboxes because that's becoming more and more difficult with spam filters and the Google tabs and everything. And then for ClickFunnels, I like ClickFunnels because it's a love-hate relationship, but I really like it because they convert really well. Like I can't really explain it. Like their templates look really nice. They convert really well. And just any kind of campaigns that I've run, even like with some of my clients, we compared like a Squarespace landing page to a ClickFunnels landing page, and the ClickFunnels landing pages just convert better. And they've been doing landing pages for a long time, and that's their thing. They've tested these templates, they've tested how things work, they've tested these funnels and like how they go together and how they convert together, and it just converts the best. I also really like lead pages, and yeah, I guess lead pages. But as far as like pricing goes and power that you can get from it and longevity, so like you can grow with these platforms for a really, really, really long time and not worry about exploring and trying new things and moving around. And they've both been around for a really long time, because that's another thing, is like newer platforms that come about can come and go. And they've been around for a long time. They're pretty well established. Yeah, that's why I chose them.
I'm muted. How can how can we find you, Amy?
My website is 511west.com, and that's 511west.com. If you're interested in the beta, you can just email me at amy@511west.com, or I'm also on Instagram at amy511west, and you can DM me on there.
Great. I'll put all those links where they are appropriate. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing what you've been toiling on for these past few months. I'll be excited to see when you have your official launch. We can do another little publicity push for you to get people enrolled, to get people offering what they really want to be offering, to spread the healing and the work they want to put out into the world as expansively as possible. We need it. Thanks, Amy.
Thank you so much.